doing Venus at the galactic center Sagittarius, which Sagittarius deals with our worldly, historical archives, and religious stories are not excluded, in fact, amplified like crazy. Like one may just feel that they know what the fuck they're talking about, especially in Sagittarius. So I'm going to hit it off right now with tons of downloading. It's like, oh my God, that right now I couldn't tell you. Give me a minute. Experiencing bodily issues from just, the nerves, how the narcissist can get on your nerves. And it's not anyone that I'm talking about at this point. You are being bombarded by a society of them. They might even be mentally murdering you right now. Terrible video, by the way. Sorry about that. I wanted to talk about well, Venus being at the galactic center. Venus is the woman, points at the woman, and there's a lot of things that it's pointing at that, the religion of Christianity is a distortion of a story. I mean, it's distorted to hell. It's about the feminine being whacked back, obvious, and then so then, but I'm not here to start this bias, and I don't even care about it. It's the most, of course, it's the most controversial thing that you run across, right? Just because, now this is exactly what I wanted to bring up. People are being killed over it, right? I mean, gee, that's the story of that over there. By the way, it's a cross. The symbol we don't really know, but the symbol, see, it's just vacant of the circle Venus, which, it's like cross that out, because if that's a man, it's like, well, who cares, what we're looking for is the Venus symbol, and is that available to us as an alive situation? Do we have to always look at the death of this thing? It's like, wake up. Why is that? And why do people justify that? That's a dangerous fucking society. Okay, let me just. I had a really simple point to bring up that shows it. Besides, okay, it's still because I'm doing the same video that I just posted. I mean, same day, same shirt, because it's like epiphany about how the Venus thing. It's the shape of the Ankh, and that's the gift of life coming down. That's the sign of. It's the sign of when you become enlightened. I don't want to explain it, but it's an energy flow that's happening. I don't want to explain it because it happens to do with the orgasm and your energy field, and I, I don't want to explain it because it's not really my business, but it's well hidden, and it's like, well, okay, so to go general, feeling good and experiencing joy and just feeling good and maintaining your vibrational frequency on high aligns you to, everybody knows, manifesting and getting what you want. It comes just no try, because if you're trying, you're lying, right? And this is, if anything, really, it's the woman's philosophy and religion. But I argue that no, this is the universe's philosophy and religion. And if there is one to follow, it's pretty much, there's only one. And so that points back at, like, well, what is Christianity doing over there? Like, is that really the right religion that you found? No, because this place is not meant for that. That's what Jesus was saying, and the whole symbol is. I already revealed it on some of my videos, and the whole symbology behind it, the metaphor of just, get this, sacrifice so that we may live. See, that person went to court and didn't have their constitution recognized. That means their support, what they need to be fully opened up here as an intelligence, like as if you could get your rights and then move into your fullest potential. What constitutes you wasn't able to be gotten there. But she says, I will sacrifice myself so that by wink of an eye, really, it's not the church's foundation or the court. It's the knowing, the higher knowing that you just say, know it, so that we may live. And it's an energetic, what they call ashram, that may or may not be known. It's energetic, and through communication, that's the way that resonation happens. And if somebody's sitting there, like myself or anybody else, usually women are the communicators. They have a profound responsibility to communicate. And it happens at what I call the spigot. I've talked about it before. You know, the battleground of the narcissist, the battleground, it's communications. Now, when I think of sex as being a communication, this is really this profound point I wanted to make. See if I can make it. If there is a battleground, if there's a war happening, see, she's a warrior. And she's managing lives and even deaths coming in. Even if you consider that when she gives birth to a baby or a life, it's bound to death. That's just the way it goes. I mean, that's just what's happening here. I mean, the illusion of that happening. But also she can get abortion, or she can just take, what we mean is like, well, take birth control, and that's a form of birth control. And there are herbal forms of birth control that she can take, that she would know of if she's really smart, that can sever a pregnancy up to 3 weeks and stuff like that. And it's just unfortunate she came across that chemical or whatever, but no, she's taking it on purpose. She could take that in silence. And then watch all of these fertility buildings build up, just because there's a faction of women so that we may live, probably. Just say, we don't want to reproduce with this person who thinks that they have a right to our body and all this shit, and they don't even fucking care about our feelings, and we're just a dispensary, and they think that we're the ones to manage everything into being hospitable. And they traipse out and they work for the system or whatever it is that absolutely disconnects. Really, it's just like a distraction. Those women that stay at home with men that are working 9 to 5 to keep it a desert fucking ecological scape of non-human existence out there, overlaying a perfectly good opportunity. She's liable, being left home like that. She's known to cheat, right? She's the one. The fact is, it's the women that's known to be the cheater because of that. And that he's just like, he's just stuck in this, I gotta do this. And it's like, fuck, she has to slap him around and say, what the fuck? If she's alive, she will. And she does. But that's not, I don't think that that's well known here. I'm here to tell you that, like Christ, maybe you're being completely deceived. Maybe it's too late. It's not too late for the individual to become emancipated like that scene over there and just say, you know what, and go to court. I say it's going to happen when Neptune goes into Aries. There's going to be clean realization. Too many people are going to make it into the courthouses, and they're going to know their language. Thanks to me, somebody like me. But I am one and only here. It very well may be possible. Just a key. Just you hand them a key and say, look, no, like this, and say it like this, and take your right to remain silent. Reality. Take your right to remain reality. That's part of what constitutes us. And therein is the truth. And I was about to say the holy truth, but we don't get into those fictitious, those words that really sets people off into scripture and shit. And that shit right there. Talk about a hex on the simplicity of the truth that I am.